Hello everyone, my name is Ibrahim Khan. I would like to welcome you to our presentation. We are part of Group 1. Throughout this project, I have been working alongside 5 other members. The first member is Zardas Barkat. He is a college student. He is a regular customer at Pizza Hut, and he has written many research papers before. Next is Julian Shamoun. He is a Wayne State University student studying mechanical engineering. He has tried Pizza Hut before, but not recently. He identifies himself as an advanced researcher, but an average writer. Next, we have Mohammed Rafi. He is a student at Wayne State University studying computer science, and his expertise is in secondary research and data collection. The next member is Nicholas Masson. He is a senior studying computer science, and he has conducted research for the Leukemia Society while working as a software development intern at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Next is Brandy Tarver. She is a computer science student here at Wayne State University. She is a junior, and she is a regular customer of Pizza Hut. She has written many research papers before, and she is currently working as a data analyst for the Ascension Healthcare Systems. And lastly, it is myself, Ibrahim Khan. I'm a sophomore studying industrial engineering, and I have conducted primary and secondary research in a semester-long project looking at the carbon emission in Detroit and the effect it has on its citizens. Moving on to the problem section of our chosen company, Pizza Hut. The beloved American pizza chain has been in a steady decline over the past few years, with huge losses in profits and hundreds of store shutdowns across the country. With the continuous decline in customer demand for indoor dining services propelled by the pandemic, Pizza Hut was unable to effectively shift to alternative modes of operation. Since the start of the pandemic, another prevalent problem that Pizza Hut has been constantly battling against is staffing issues. Either there are not enough employees to fulfill each position, or hired workers are not staying long enough. Since then, Pizza Hut has tried to address this problem by expediting their hiring process to ensure that they are properly staffed all throughout their locations by completing training for new hirees within just a couple of hours. But these are just temporary solutions that Pizza Hut is looking permanent solutions to improve. Moving on to our plan of work sections, we have chosen 3 methods, and they are online surveys, interviews, and secondary research. Through online survey of Pizza Hut customers, we want to better understand the problem and learn about the changes that the customers want to be made. Next is interviews of Pizza Hut employees to understand what members within the organization think that need to be changed for the company to succeed. And finally, we have chosen secondary research, where we plan to look at secondary data from online to support our solutions and to see whether they can be applied to Pizza Hut or not. Now I'll be handing it over to Julian.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julian Shmoon, and I'm going to be talking about the online survey portion of this project on Pizza Hut. So we conducted these surveys through a Google Forms application, and then we sent out the survey to a couple of our group chats that we have on our phones for our other classes. We asked people to complete the surveys if they ever had Pizza Hut, and after completing the survey, to send it out to people, to others. The survey questions consisted of these questions that you could see right here. Some of them had to do with, have you ever had an instance where your standards were not met? And if they answered yes, we wanted a reasoning. There was other ones like, what is the easiest way to order, through the phone, online, or in person? Are our prices the best bang for your buck? And how would you rank Pizza Hut's delivery system compared to other pizza chains? And then here were the results of the survey. For each question, we had separate results just so that we could make sure everything was accurate. In total, we had 18 people. It's not that much, but it was I guess you could say, a wide variety of options in which people chose. So it gave us like a good basic information of what we needed to figure out. To the first left pie chart, we have 72% in which they said yes, their standards weren't met at one point or another. And then we had 27% that said their standards were met. On the right pie chart, we have if they said yes or no to the previous question, what their reasoning was. We had, out of those people, 6 of them stated that delivery was the reason behind it. 4 of them said the food quality being the second most common reason, and then 3 of those people saying that the customer service was one of those reasons. Here are 2 more pie charts for 2 of the other questions. The one on the left is saying if there was anything on the menu that they wanted that wasn't there. For the most part, half the people said no, majority said no, and the other majority said yes. And the easiest way to order we found was online. Here were 3 more pie charts. So let's talk about the top right one first. Would you consider Pizza Hut staff inviting? Majority said yes. Other half said no. It was pretty much even for a lot of the questions, but one of them that was very different from the rest was the best bang for your buck, and majority of people said yes. So we noticed that Pizza Hut probably has the lowest pricing comparing to other competitors. And then how would you rank Pizza Hut's delivery system compared to other pizza chains? People said worse. I guess we noticed that the delivery was one of the first complaints of why their standards weren't met, and it shows people don't like the delivery service that Pizza Hut provides. Next, we conducted interviews. That will be done by Zachariah Duff. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zardesh Bereket. I was given the role of conducting the interviews to better understand the strengths and the issues that Pizza Hut has. So to start off, the first person I interviewed was Dalen. Dalen is an 18-year-old Nebraskan who has been working at Pizza Hut for 3 years now. Dalen works primarily in the kitchen. He works 3 days a week, from Friday to Sunday. And the reason for this limited work schedule is his academics and his athletics at school. The reason I decided to interview Dalen is to better understand Pizza Hut from the perspective of a long-term employee. So I asked Dalen a series of questions. I asked Dalen what he believes Pizza Hut's biggest strengths are. If he feels as though his establishment is understaffed when he's working. As well as what the most common ordering methods by customers seems to be. And why he believes the ordering method of delivery is not as common at Pizza Hut as it is in other establishments. So Dalen responded to these questions by saying that Pizza Hut's working hours are very reasonable and him and his coworkers are not understaffed. The workload isn't too much. The most common ordering method seems to be takeout. And then I asked him why he believes delivery isn't as common of an option as it is in other establishments. to which he replied that he believes that other restaurant chains do a better job at advertising the delivery ordering method. Um, so I got the perspective from a long-term pizza employee. I also want the point of view of a pizza customer. So I decided to interview Daniel. Daniel is a 19-year-old long-term customer of Pizza Hut. I also asked Daniel a series of questions. I asked him what about Pizza Hut makes it a better option than other restaurant chains. What his preferred ordering method is. To which he replied, um, um, either takeout or delivery. Um, and I asked him how he heard about the delivery option at Pizza Hut. He responded to that by saying that a friend of his delivered Pizza Hut, and that's where he got it from. Daniel is a fan of Pizza Hut's affordable prices and customer service, which is why he chooses them over other establishments. So after these interviews, I reviewed the answers, and based on these two interviews that I just stated, I concluded that Pizza Hut as a corporation needs to do a better job at promoting the delivery option to customers, and also needs to do a better job at training workers at Pizza Hut to provide information about said ordering method. Thank you very much for listening to the interviews conducted for this research. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Ibrahim Khan and I will be covering the secondary research section of this presentation. So for our first secondary research, we looked at an online source that interviewed more than 1,500 Pizza Hut customers regarding Pizza Hut service, and delayed delivery was the front runner of major cause of complaint. Pizza temperature was the second most popular, with inadequate topping quality was third. Fourth and fifth popular complaint was related to delivery, and there were damaged delivery and wrong size being delivered. We then looked at where Pizza Hut ranked among its competitors when comparing their delivery. So the competitors were Papa John's, Domino's, and Little Caesars. The average time for a delivery from Pizza Hut takes about 40 minutes, where Papa John's takes around 32 minutes, Domino's takes around 31, and finally Little Caesars takes about 27. Pizza Hut, having the average delivery time of 40 minutes, is greater than the average time of any other competitors. This supports the concern of customers, and indeed, Pizza Hut has a slow delivery system compared to its competitors, which is in serious need of improvement. Now I'll be passing it over to Brandy.
Okay, so Pizza Hut has the ability to be more successful than the business has been in both the present and the past. So we are going to move on to some of the recommendations I'd like to suggest after all of the research both me and my teammates have conducted. Recommendation one would be Pizza Hut enrolling its employees, or maybe the employees enrolling themselves if it were an option, in the Earned Wage Program, which will be the EWA, where employees are able to access the money that they have earned before their next payday, which is beneficial for people who have immediate needs that can't wait until the scheduled payday. This allows employees to access their money whenever they want instead of waiting for a certain date every week or two. Also, research has found that this allows many to pay their bills on time. So it's like better money management. Services like this would result in a lower turnover rate, more than likely, if the employees feel safe and taken care of, which would address Pizza Hut's staffing issues. Sorry. And then recommendation 2, I would say Pizza Hut having pizzas prepared and ready for pickup, which would be a fantastic way for Pizza Hut to become current with the times, especially when you compare their success to one of their competitors, like Little Caesars. This particular competitor has pizza ready to go, and people love that. Even with quality being mediocre, the competitor the competitors may just realize that quality is not the issue, as people just love pizza and the availability of it without having to wait. Fast food not being fast causes a lot of people not to be satisfied. If Pizza Hut were to have some pizzas ready for pickup, it may increase sales and create new lifelong customers, which would make the company, grow and stay around longer. Recommendation 3, the pricing of Pizza Hut's pizza is slightly higher than its competitors. Pizza Hut should open the door for a low price group to attract more customers while also increasing sales. Pizza Hut would easily be on a lot of people's minds when they are holding gatherings or family dinner, as it would now be more cost efficient if they explored those ideas rather than it being a dinner for one or two, because for a family, you would need more boxes. And at that point, you're not jeopardizing saving money and having good quality pizza. So I feel like Pizza Hut offering it at a lower price can easily open up a segment for new customers that otherwise would have never considered Pizza Hut before. Okay, so recommendation 4 would be Pizza Hut has a longer delivery time than a lot of its competitors. People nowadays prefer a more convenient way to eat, which is to eat at home or order delivery or even online. No one really prefers to choose a restaurant where they need to wait for at least an hour for their food. Pe- people people want things that are quick. Pizza Hut's competitors promise to have at least 30-minute deliveries or less. And that attracts a lot of people. And this is a threat to Pizza Hut. If Pizza Hut can improve the home delivery, more customers would be attracted. And I know for a lot of areas, they don't even offer delivery. And I know that a lot of that goes into them having a high turnover rate and not having the employees. But, if they follow a lot of these recommendations, all of these recommendations could potentially create growth for them. So I do believe that. And then recommendation 5, Pizza Hut should consider offering more accurate ways for their customers to order their product with the store specific deals. Because when you go on the site, they don't have store specific coupons. Like, you can't really tell. And then there'll be coupons that are available in store that customers don't know because they didn't want to call and didn't want to talk to anyone. And then they didn't know about it and couldn't take advantage of it because it wasn't on the site. So I called a few stores, and though online is an option, most of them have different deals available in store than they had on the site because the site is not store specific, which can be frustrating for some customers when they do not feel like verbally communicating with anyone. So I feel like if Pizza Hut were to follow all of these recommendations, they will be okay. But it would definitely increase their growth. And now I'm going to pass it to the next person to conclude our presentation.
Pizza Hut has the potential to become a dominant player in the pizza delivery industry. Through our proposed solutions, training, and a fresh advertising campaign, they would see a significant uptick in profit. Through conducting interviews In poring over available research, a few key steps to growing Pizza Hut's brand have been identified. Partnering with an earned wage program would give their employees greater financial stability. This would reduce turnover and attract new staff, aiding their labor shortage. Having popular items ready at peak times would decrease their wait time. Delivery routes can be better planned and drivers better trained. This would address common complaints of customers receiving cold or damaged pizza. Introducing data-driven, consistent advertising would solve customer issues of being advertised products that aren't available locally. A new pricing model would do a great deal in keeping the chain competitive. A decrease in price would give them an edge and would be a major force as a cheaper option. Pizza Hut has a long road ahead of them, but they still have the hearts and taste buds of many.